Boys. Right, another train that you actually know. These are all my old trains. They were the reference trains, the ones that I built first and that I used to sort of, all the crappy prints I had, I built these out of for myself. But there's one thing about a Class 34 GM, and that is that it's very, very pretty, very manly. All right, now I sat the whole day with this file. We need to remember that this is a V16 two-stroke, and what I've seen by looking at these things is there's a hell of a lot more exhaust flow on these two-strokes. Not necessarily more smoke, but slightly, but it chucks it out further. So I had to play with fan speeds and a lot of stuff. Now, the file as well has got a lot of extra stuff as opposed to the 7 FDL we did yesterday on the 34 GM. There's extra blocks and notching. I think it's a newer file because the ones I've used previously on these didn't have all those blocks. But because of that, I could play around. It took me the whole day, but I could play around with it a bit. And I think I've got something now that I like. And as these things go, every time you change something in the map, in the sound map, you got to reload the sound. And on these version 5s, they are big files. It takes you half an hour a pop. I think I did it about 10 times today. And when I was finally happy with it, I never once switched it off on the button. I normally just press stop. I switched it off and there was a hell of a lot of smoke coming on as it died down. And then I saw that there were 4 blocks that I actually forgot to do anything to, which I just fixed. I just checked it now. It's right. Okay, so let me show you, without further ado, what we've got going here. And the weirdest thing is, okay, this one has run a lot. So this smoker also has been in this thing for the last 2.5 years or so. It smokes. For some other reason, it just smokes more than the other one at exactly the same setting. I cannot explain it. It's just one of those things. All right, so here we go. V16 two-stroke. Ran about 2,800, 2,900 horsepower. Some of them were 3,000 and later incarnations. This is the 34-600. So probably about 2,800. Okay, so right, here we go. I'm just going to go speed step by speed step. Let's give it a bit of gas back. See how nice it tapers off at the top before it actually disappears. Look, there's a lot of smoke. I will dial it down a bit. I just can't get the smoker not to smoke that much. Dead stop on, that's another thing that I've actually seen, dynamic brake. If you press F4, stops immediately. If you come off the throttle, obviously. So we got the normal stuff. I also put the fan in, but it's the weirdest thing. The fan comes in when it wants to. There it is on now, but it doesn't come on immediately. But as soon as it moves, you'll hear it. You see, it still hasn't come on. Now, I don't know if it's a random thing. And that smoker is so responsive, eh? Much more than the other one. The other one is a newer smoker. And the fan still didn't come on. It did come on earlier. I don't know if it does it randomly. I have no idea. It's got a mind of its own. We did check the air horn. There's a whole lot of sounds here, doors, and there's manual notching where you can make it smoke all the time. Really, really nice. I must say that this sound file, the new one, is much smoother than the old one. It hasn't got that slight mid-range misfire. There's a lot of stuff that I like about it. Okay guys, so there is the V16 EMD 34 class GM. The guys that's waiting for decoders, I will start loading over the weekend. We got a hell of a lot of load shedding. So whenever I know that we have power, I will start loading them. I've got all the files for the steam engine sorted out as well. Alright, dude, so that's that. I'm going to go to bed. Keep well. Have a lovely day tomorrow. And then we speak later. Okay, goed. Tot ziens.